Hey ghosts and ghouls, welcome back to my channel. This is part 2 of my how to have a Ouija board session because I suck at YouTube and everything I tried, it just would not let me upload the video, so I had to split it into 2 parts, so I'm sorry, I know this is weird. So if you haven't seen part 1, check that out. I'll link it down below. I'll try to remember. If not, it's probably going to be in one of my Ouija Talk playlist, but this is part 2, so literally I'm picking right back up as if, this never happened. So yeah, sorry again, I suck as a YouTuber, but hey, you get, even though it should have been one long video, now you get, 2 videos. I know I suck. Yeah, so okay, bye. You and your friends, family, whoever, are going to surround this board, and you're going to put your fingers on the planchette, and then you're going to start moving the planchette around. By moving it around, I recommend circles. I wouldn't do, the infinity sign. I would just move it in, slow circles. And then you want to start, because, moving it in circles actually, creates, doesn't create energy. It, revs up the energy of everybody. It kind of, stirs the energy. There we go. And you're going to kind of ask, hey, is anyone there? Any spirits want to talk to me? So, yeah, you're going to do that. And then, usually at some point, hopefully, a spirit says yes. And then that's when your session fully begins. Once a spirit makes contact or responds, session begins. If you put silver on the board and it's not working and you take it off and it starts working, that probably means it's a bad spirit. Just an FYI. Also, please note, big tip, which I've said in videos before, we have rules because we're living. The dead do not have rules. They got nothing going for them at this point. I mean, you know what I mean. But the dead do not have rules. So don't think, if a spirit acts good and then turns out to be bad, don't be like, I can't believe it lied to me. It's dead. It doesn't have rules. We have rules because we're living, and always remember too, the living is stronger than the dead because we are alive. So just remember that. But yeah, but also note the dead doesn't have rules, so that's why we have to follow rules to make sure we can safely communicate with them without them possessing us. So yeah, that's kind of, I'm going to tell you guys how to end it in a second. One little thing I did want to say though with using the planchette, like I kind of said a little bit ago, you don't want too many people where people can't safely put their fingers on it, because when you start that session and you start using the planchette, you have to make sure your fingers stay on it at all times, because if you lift your finger or even take it off, the spirit can potentially, get out. And I kind of like to think of, the Ouija board as, yeah, I'll do this. I like to think of the Ouija board as a door and the planchette as a doorknob. And the Ouija board is the door to the other side. This is our door. And the planchette is our doorknob to opening and closing the door to the other side. So with the planchette, this is your doorknob. So let's say you're at your house and somebody's trying to break in. We'll keep it, we'll keep it friendly and positive. Then your door doesn't lock for some odd reason. Yeah, little girl's trying to break in to get cupcakes. She's not strong enough to push the door. So all you have to do pretty much is hold the doorknob, right? As soon as you let go of that doorknob, and her hand's on the doorknob, waiting for you to let go. As soon as you let go, she's gonna twist it and, get in. That's what this is. This is a doorknob without a... Fell on the board. That was scary. I was like, what if it starts moving? This is like a doorknob without a lock on it, basically. So you have to keep your fingers on it at all times, because if you don't, basically, a spirit can get out. Okay, I think I get the analogy. Oof, that fell on the board. I was like, if this starts moving, I'm gonna pray. Okay, so now I'm gonna tell you guys how to safely end the session, and then I'll give you guys some extra tips. So how to safely end it. This is also a big rule. You always have to say goodbye. I say that at the end of every single one of my videos. Always say goodbye. It is so important to say goodbye, because by you saying goodbye, that's the lock on your door, okay? That is the lock on the door. So once you say goodbye and move the planchette to goodbye, session is over, session is closed. Now, when you tell a spirit goodbye, if it moves to goodbye, you're good. Take a deep breath. You're probably alright. Probably be okay. Sometimes you get spirits where they're not in the mood to talk and they'll just move it to goodbye. Still say goodbye. Play it safe. Then you're good. Sometimes you get those evil, angry spirits that don't want to say goodbye. If they don't want to say goodbye, that doesn't mean you're screwed. I don't want you to be like, oh my gosh. Yeah, you say goodbye. If the spirit doesn't say goodbye, this is where you are the living, you are stronger. It's not very hard to move that planchette to goodbye. Literally, if the spirit won't say goodbye, force it to goodbye. It's kind of like if somebody's in your house, like you and your friend got in a fight and they're in your house and like you're really mad and you're like, get out, and they're like, no, you just push them out the door and then you lock the door. That's what you're doing with a Ouija board, essentially. So yeah, you're gonna like say goodbye, and if the spirit doesn't, you're gonna make it say goodbye. Yeah. Alright, some additional tips. When you're using the board, I'm not trying to make people have trust issues. Don't trust the spirits completely. Again, they might appear good at first, but then they can be bad. They can say whatever they want. Like, spirit can say that they're like a 6-year-old girl, and then they're like some murderer that murdered somebody and then killed themselves. I don't know. Making something up. But yeah, so be careful. Don't trust them. You know, it's really hard when you first start to determine if a spirit's good or bad, because usually how bad spirits work is they'll start good, and as the session goes on, they become bad. So what you want to do to make sure they are not bad is, I have to think. No, I'm just kidding. Well, there's no way to make sure they're bad. Tips to tell if the spirit is bad or not is, one, if they don't let the spirits go backwards through the numbers or the alphabet, and don't let them do the little infinity sign, that is their way of trying to escape. So, or if you see Zozo, Mama, a lot of people, I made a video on this, which I'm honestly just going to link my playlist of Ouija videos down below, so that way you can kind of pick and choose if you want. For Zozo and Mama, people speculated, like, oh, they're spirits, they're evil spirits. I'm like 98% sure, because, you know, I can't confirm it, obviously, it's like spiritual stuff. I don't think they're actually a real entity. I think it's just spirits trying to escape, because usually how it works is they'll go to Zozo first, because it's going backwards, Z to the O, and then Mama, M to the A. Z to the O. Okay, sorry, I need to stop. Anyways, yeah. So spirits go backwards that way. So, and usually when I see videos of it happening, Zozo usually comes first. I'm not saying Mama won't come first, but usually it's Zozo and then it's Mama. So, to me, I don't think it's an actual entity. I think it's just a spirit trying to escape. I think Creepypasta was like, let's make this an entity, you know? But I think it's just spirits trying to escape. Don't let it do that. Do not, because if spirit escapes, that's very bad. Take the game seriously. Don't do it when you're high. Don't do it when you're drunk. Don't do it when you're tripping on acid. Like, take the game very seriously. Like, make sure you're sober when you're doing it, because if the spirits think you're joking around, you don't care, like, and you're making a mockery of them, they're gonna get mad, and you don't want mad spirits. Also, I recommend praying before and after the session, believe it or not. I know some people will be like, what? Like, because yes, the board is not satanic, but it is also not really looked happily upon in the eyes of God if you are religious. So, it's very frowned upon, honestly. It's technically considered an abomination, but that doesn't mean it's satanic. It's just very frowned upon in religion. So, I would say pray before and after, like, pray for protection. And then after, still pray for protection. Like, I don't have, like, a prayer to say. Like, come up with what you want, what you feel is necessary. Also, fun fact, virgins, guess what? You have God's protection already. I would still pray, but you're more likely to be safe. Just a fun fact. Yeah, I did a video. See, this video is just kind of like low-key shouting out my other videos, because I also have one on why females are more vulnerable using the Ouija board, which I'm just going to link the playlist down below at this point. Also, when you do the board, kind of like how I said, take it seriously. Ask about the spirits. Do not ask about yourself. The board does not predict the future. This is not the magic 8-ball. It's a way to talk to spirits. Ask the spirits about them. Ask them what their name is, how old they were. If a spirit ever goes from 0 to 1, not even in the backwards, or if it ever says 0, leave. Unless it's like 0, 5, you know. But if it ever just says, if you ask how old it is and it says 0, or it goes backwards, leave, because if it's saying 0, it's probably more than just an evil spirit. Like, I'm like if that's kind of scary. It's kind of more like that's a demon. Which, again, I'm still dabbling with the idea, like, can you talk to demons? Can you not? I'll have to further look into that and make an updated video. Also, if the spirit seems angry, if it seems evil, if it starts using swear words and stuff, like, leave. Just leave. If the spirit seems angry or negative or is doing things like that in any way, just leave. Don't risk it. Don't take chances. It's like, because the longer you play with the board, the stronger the spirit will get. Hence why they start out nice, because they're like, let me build up my energy, and then that's when they can become more aggressive. So if they ever seem off or they're trying to escape, just leave the session, get out. You can always ask a spirit, like, are you a good spirit? But they might lie. Just know that. They might lie. Sometimes you get spirits that are just like, flat out, nope, I'm not a good spirit. If they ever do that, just leave. Honestly, just leave. Don't risk it. So check up on people once the session is done. Make sure everybody feels okay and fine, because, like, if in, okay, I got it now. Sorry. I got excited. I just remembered what I was going to say. Yeah, at the end of the session, make sure everyone's okay and fine. Spirits thrive off of negative energy. So when you're doing the board, do not show it negative energy. If you're sad, if you're depressed, if you're angry, if you're in a really emotional state, don't show negative emotions, because spirits thrive off of negative emotions. Like, that is a weakness to you, so it's a strength to them. Don't show negative emotions. Make sure before and after the session, like, everyone's okay, because if after the session, if someone's feeling off, like, throw some holy water on them or something. I don't know. Bless them. Tell them to say a prayer. That type of deal. Yeah. Also, one more final tip, and then I'll wrap up this video, because my videos have been getting so much longer. At the end... when you're using the Ouija board, don't use it to try to talk to dead relatives. I know that's very tempting, and I know that's what gets some people into using the Ouija board, is they're like, oh, I want to talk to my dead grandma or whoever. And that's all well and, like, good. Like, that's sweet that you want to talk to them. I get it. But don't do it. Do not do it. Because a spirit's going to act like they're your grandma, and then it's, like, not your grandma. Also, spirits, low-key, if you are vulnerable and in a weak state of mind, they can kind of, not that they can read your mind, per se, but they can kind of, like, say things that you're like, OMG, my grandma would say that, you know? So, be careful. Yeah. Don't do stupid things. Okay, we're gonna wrap this video up now. Okay, guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. It was very long. I hope it was very factual for you guys. Please let me know in the comments down below what kind of videos you want to see me do. I would like to do more horror videos, because I feel like that's what my name's supposed to be. So let me know in the comments what kind of videos you want to see next. I'm highly thinking about doing a Ouija Talk where, like, I talk about what to do if the board goes wrong. I think I did a video on, like, signs that the board went wrong. But I'm thinking of doing a video more or less, like, explaining, like, hey, if it goes wrong, like, what to do after the fact, like, the aftershock. Let me know if you guys want to see that video. I was also thinking of doing, Ouija Talks where I've had people tell me stories in the past, like, in comments of things that have happened, or they've DM'd me things that have happened. So, like, if you guys want to see those types of videos, let me know in the comments down below. Give this video a thumbs up to let me know you like my videos. Subscribe, because I don't have a predictable, like, schedule, so subscribe. That would be really great. What else? What do I normally say? My mind is all over the place. Check out my Instagram at HorrorLover13. I mostly post my special effects makeup on there, but also if you want to DM me and have a conversation, let me know you're from my YouTube channel, because sometimes DMs, I'm like, I don't know this person. So if you're from my YouTube channel, you know, DM me on there. I'll talk to you, because I have no life. Yeah. Check out my website, queenofhorror.com, where I post everything horror in case you're not getting horror on this channel. And I have an Etsy shop. It's at Sydney's Sewing Studio. Yeah, I'll link it down below, the Instagram for it, and my shop. So if you want to see those, or if you want to buy something from me, check it out. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So till next time, bye guys! And just remember, always say goodbye!